Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything.
Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a very important and timely topic, which is unemployment. So unemployment is a growing concern in America and of course around the world, and it's affecting millions of people. So in this video, we're going to explore why unemployment keeps increasing, how it affects women in particular, and what we can do to prepare for it. So if there are any new viewers, you're welcome, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if this is not your first time here, thank you for being a loyal viewer. So I'm going to play 4 videos, and after we watch them, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on the other side. So let's dive in.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything. I just dropped off my laptop. It sucks the most because I seriously was only at this company for 2 months. I literally got this job in October and loved every single second of it. Unfortunately, the company was acquired and a lot of us were let go. Nothing you can do about it, but it definitely sucks. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I want to even keep working for a company or what. I got my real estate license back in early October. I'm like, maybe I should just pursue that. But I also really liked the idea of having like a stable income with a job. I'm also getting married this year and have lots of expenses. So yeah, I still know it's going to be a great year. Like, I'm truly trying to be positive. I know everything happens for a reason, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
It's been 3 hours since I got laid off from work. I got the email on my way to work on the bus. I'm going to the office at 3 p.m. for an official call, and I refused to be in the office, so I got off the bus and cried at the bus stop for like half an hour on the phone with a friend while waiting for my husband to come and find me. That's the reality of being laid off. It's the 4th one that I've witnessed since 2020, the 2nd one that I've been a part of. So there is some PTSD there, and I'm really trying to take it positively. But you know, I'm jobless. Good news is I'm available for work. If you want me to do content creation, I'll do it. I'll do it for not much money. If you want me to do content marketing, content strategy, I am available. I will say yes. I'm here to help. Just to chat and reach out and connect, I'm happy to do it too. Just know that I'll be very free the next few months, and I'm freaking out.
So I think I'm being laid off from my job today. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, I have been crying all morning. I haven't even had my meeting yet, but I got a calendar meeting today from someone I've never spoken to at the company, and a bunch of other people did too. So I am recording this because I feel like a lot of people can probably find comfort in knowing they're not alone. So we will see. Maybe it'll be something positive. Maybe I'm not getting laid off, but I am shaking.
That does impact your position. Today is going to be your last day.
I've loved my time here and I'm very thankful for it. So I appreciate it. I did not think that that would be my last day. My laptop's not even working anymore for me to like save things. Like,
well, 2nd time in a year, almost a year to the day, I got laid off again, twice in a year. And what the fuck? What is anyone supposed to do? And they said, because of the economy is crap right now, so we're gonna lay off a whole bunch of people again. and I already was struggling so hard, actually low-key, to even keep the current roof over my head. And now I have no idea how I'm even going to get through the next few hours. I just don't understand. But yeah, the economy is shit. America is shit right now. I feel like there's a really big plan for them to, tank this so that we have to rely on other things, other people. It's fucking shit. And I'm quite frankly tired of it. I'm tired of my livelihood being in other people's hands. And I have no idea how to fix that, but I'm going to, because this is just wild. And I'm fucking angry more than I am hurt or sad. I'm scared. I have no idea where any of my bills are gonna come from, the money. I'm more angry than anything because I just cannot even believe I used to be able to get a job like the week later if I got laid off. So I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I was really hoping at one point I would make money on TikTok, and I still only have 1,500 followers or whatever. So if you could just blow this up and let's get 10,000 followers plus whatever, because I might be homeless in a week or two if I can't figure it out. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday, a way better Tuesday than me. And if you have any tips, tricks, or whatever to help right now and get me through this, greatly appreciated. Yeah.
So I'm sure the first question that's in your mind is, why does unemployment keep increasing in America and around the world? Let's take a look at 4 examples. So in example number 1, many jobs are being replaced by machines and computers, which means that there are fewer jobs available for humans. For instance, a very simple example that I can run to is back in the day, the post office used to be filled with postmen and human labor that would deliver letters that were sent from one person to another. But because of the internet, employment in that particular sector has gone down because messages can be sent electronically through emails, which can be done within seconds. So, for instance, another example I can give is the self-service kiosks are now replacing cashiers, and robots are also replacing factory workers. So this can be a challenging transition for workers who are displaced by machines and automation. However, it's also an opportunity for workers to develop new skills and adapt to the changing job market. Additionally, many companies are investing in training programs to help workers develop the skills that they need to succeed. The second example I will give is that many companies are outsourcing their work to other countries where labor is cheaper, which means that there are fewer jobs available in America. So, for example, many manufacturing jobs have been outsourced to countries like China and Mexico, and this can be a challenging transition for workers who are displaced by globalization. However, it's also an opportunity for workers to develop new skills and adapt to the changing job market. So many companies are equally also investing in the same retraining programs to help workers develop the skills that they need. Another example that I could think of is the lack of education and training. Many people don't have the skills and education needed to compete in today's job market. For example, many jobs require specialized skills or training, such as if you think of the age that we're living in, we're in the digital era, right? So skills such as coding and data analysis do very well. And this can be very challenging for workers who do not have those particular skills to succeed because they need them in the job market. So it can also be seen as an opportunity for workers to develop new skills and adapt to the changing job market. And companies are also investing in retraining programs. But even on an individual level, it would be wise for you to equip yourself and empower yourself with a skill that is needed right now in the job market so that you do not find yourself wanting. And in addition, you can also find yourself at a very high advantage as compared to others. The other example that I could think of is, think of it this way. When the economy is struggling, many companies lay off workers, which then contributes to unemployment, right? So, for example, during the Great Recession, many companies laid off workers due to financial constraints. What that means is the workers were there, yes, but because of the health of the economy around the world or around America in particular, they could not afford to pay those workers the exact amount. So it's either they reduced their pay or they laid off some people. And it's clear in this case that many companies chose the latter. And this is also a challenging transition for workers who are displaced by economic downturns. So I'm really interested in talking about how unemployment affects women in particular. So it affects, if you look at unemployment, it affects women in many ways. I'll try and give you 6 examples as fast as possible. So, women are more likely to work in low wage jobs, which means that they are more vulnerable to unemployment. So, for instance, many women work in retail or the food service, which are industries that are likely to be affected by economic downturns. So, for instance, if you, I know it's not in relation to what we're speaking to now, but if you remember during the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, many food places were closed down, all retail shops were closed. Let me just say the whole world was shut down. So people that worked in those jobs, you can just imagine the women that worked in food and in retail, they probably lost their jobs due to that specific economic downturn. And this can be a challenging transition for women who are displaced by unemployment, right? And another example that I can quickly think of is how women are more likely to take time off from work to care for children or elderly relatives, which can make it harder for them to get back into the workforce. So many women take time off to raise children, which can make it harder for them to get back into the workforce. I will give a very practical example of how a woman is the person that carries a child in her womb, and then she has to give birth to that child. And after giving birth to that child, the first 2 years of raising that child is very critical because you have to consider several factors such as breastfeeding. The child has to be breastfed on time, all the time, and the child requires critical attention, right? So that makes it a challenging transition for women who are trying to balance work and family responsibilities. So many companies have got how can I put this? Many companies have got certain policies that allow women to get back into the workforce, but clearly that is not realistic, and it affects women a lot. And the third example that I can think of is the fact that women are more likely to experience discrimination in the workplace, which can make it harder for them to get hired or promoted. So, an example that I can think of is many women experience discrimination in the form of lower pay or lack of opportunities for advancement. Now, I know for a fact that many of you are thinking that it's the year 2025 and things have changed, but people are still living through these particular hard times. The fourth example I can think of is about how women are more likely to work in industries that are vulnerable to economic downturns. For example, women that work in retail and hospitality, which are industries that are more likely to be affected by an economic downturn. It goes back to the example that I gave previously about the COVID-19 pandemic. The fifth example of how unemployment affects women is women are more likely to have limited access to education and training. So many women may not have access to the same educational opportunities as men. And I'm going to be very frank with you. If you look at, I live in Zambia, so I've seen these things at first hand. Women go through menstruation, and such topics are not brought into discussion when we talk about equal opportunities. And also, women, where I come from at least, are given more duties within the home, and that limits them from getting the education that is needed. The last example that I can give is women are more likely to experience poverty and financial insecurities. So, many women may be the primary breadwinners of their family, and this can be a challenging transition for women who are trying to navigate a rapidly changing job market. So, women really get affected, and clearly we can see through the clips that have been played here. But the other question that rings in my head is, how can women prepare for unemployment? Here are some tips that you can find helpful. With the first one being, build an emergency fund. This will help you cover your expenses while you're looking for a job. So you might aim to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, and this can provide a financial safety net while you are looking for a new job. The second tip that can help is developing new skills. This can help you to stay competitive in the job market. So you might take an online course or attend a workshop to learn new skills that are required in today's time and age. And this can help you stay ahead of the curve and increase your chances of getting hired. The third tip is, let's network. Networking is very helpful, and it helps you meet new people and learn about new job opportunities. So you might attend a job fair or join a professional organization. This can help you make connections and help you learn about job opportunities that might not be advertised publicly. The other tip I can give you is, consider starting your own business. This will help you be your own boss and create your own job. So you might start a freelance writing or designing business, which can help you provide a sense of fulfillment and financial stability. So Staying positive also helps because it will help you stay motivated and focused while you're looking for a new job. So you might practice gratitude or meditation to help you stay positive. And this can also help you stay energized and motivated while you're looking for a new job. And let us also remember that unemployment can happen to anyone, regardless of their education, their experience, or their skills. And it's not common for people to feel ashamed or embarrassed about being unemployed. But the truth is that it's not their fault. Unemployment is often a result of circumstances beyond our control, such as economic downturns and company layoffs, as explained before, and also as explained by by the women in this video. So, focus on what you can control, such as your job search and your own personal development. And remember that unemployment is a temporary situation and it is not a reflection of your worth or your abilities as a person. And you are more than your job and you have so much to offer. So don't give up hope. Keep pushing forward and know that better days are ahead. So that's all from me, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you have made it this far. I hope this video has been helpful and informative. And remember, unemployment is not the end of the world. It's a temporary setback, and there are things that you can do to overcome it. So stay positive, stay focused, and keep moving forward. And always remember, believe you can and you're halfway there, as Theodore Roosevelt says. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos and more information about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and any advice that you would like to hear. And if you've got topics that you would like to listen to, please leave them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to read them and respond. From me, it is goodbye for now and see you in the next video. Goodbye.